You ever see someone driving an old Toyota, wearing plain clothes, living in a modest home? Then you find out they're secretly a millionaire? That's not an accident. A lot of rich people intentionally look poor. Meanwhile, the loudest guy in the room, flexing the Gucci belt and driving the rented Benz? He's probably broke. So, why do the wealthy hide their wealth? And more importantly, should you start doing the same? If that sounds helpful, please take a second to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Let's break it down. Section 1. Why the rich pretend to be poor. Money isn't just about how much you make. It's about how much you keep, and how intentionally you use it. And the wealthy have figured out something that most people never learn. The real danger isn't in looking broke. It's in looking rich. When you look rich, a few things start happening, and none of them are good. 1. Everyone wants a piece. Friends, family, random acquaintances, suddenly, everyone's got a business idea, an emergency, or a small favor. And let's not forget scammers, or the taxman. 2. People treat you differently. Not based on who you are, but what they think you have. Sometimes you get fake love. Sometimes silent resentment. Either way, it's not real. 3. You fall into the trap. The image starts owning you. You feel pressured to maintain it. You upgrade your car, your wardrobe, your apartment. And before you know it, you're stuck in a lifestyle you can't afford just to impress people you don't even like. That's how people go broke, trying to look wealthy. So what do the rich do instead? They go low-key. They blend in. They fly under the radar. Take Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest people alive. Still lives in the same modest house he bought in 1958. Drives a regular car. Eats at the same diner. Or Mark Zuckerberg, jeans, sneakers, and a gray t-shirt. No gold chains. No designer overload. Just a guy with billions, who's not trying to prove anything. Because they're not spending to show off. They're spending to solve problems. To create value. To protect their wealth, not perform it. And it's not just the billionaires. Many self-made millionaires live in regular neighborhoods. Drive practical cars. Eat at normal places. You'd never guess how wealthy they are, and that's the point. Real wealth is quiet. Loud is usually just debt with a Gucci logo. Because the moment you stop trying to look rich, you give yourself a real shot at actually becoming rich. You stop playing the short game, and start building long-term freedom. Section 2. Quiet luxury vs loud broke. Let's talk about something called quiet luxury. Ever heard of it? It's when you spend money on quality, not to flex, but to add real value to your life. No giant logos. No designer overload. No look at me energy. Just timeless, well-made things. Understated. Subtle. Intentional. It's luxury that whispers, not screams. You see it in the person wearing a plain black t-shirt that costs more than your whole outfit, but you'd never know. Or the person flying first class, but dressed like they're heading to the grocery store. They're not trying to impress. Because they already have what they need. Now let's look at the opposite, loud broke. This is when someone spends everything they have, just to look like they have money. Flashy brands. Leased cars. Rented apartments filled with designer furniture. Social media flexes. VIP lifestyle. But behind the scenes? No savings. No investments. No emergency fund. No freedom. It's all surface. No depth. Like furnishing a rented apartment with gold-plated furniture. Sure, it looks rich on the outside. But none of it is yours. And here's the part that stings. Most of that spending? It's not even for you. It's for strangers online. People who don't know you. People who don't care. People who won't be there when the credit card bill hits. And this is the trap. When your money is going toward image, it's not going toward assets. You're paying for attention, not freedom. But quiet luxury? That builds wealth. Slowly. Silently. Consistently. Because the goal isn't to look rich today. It's to be rich for life. Rich in peace. Rich in time. Rich in choices. Section 3. The camouflage. Here's the thing. The rich aren't hiding because they are scared. They are hiding because they are strategic. It's called financial camouflage. Think of it like this. In the wild, the loudest animal is often the first to get hunted. And in life? If you look like the biggest target in the room, you become the target. That's why the wealthy don't flaunt. They move quietly, intentionally, without drawing unnecessary attention. Because when people think you have money, everything changes. Suddenly, you're everyone's emergency contact. Everyone has a small favor or a business idea they want you to fund. Your wins become threats. Your lifestyle becomes gossip. The judgment, the pressure, the expectations. It can drain your energy and your bank account. But when you blend in, you let your money do the talking, not your image. I know a guy like that. Drives a 2005 Honda. Quiet. Soft-spoken. Wears the same plain t-shirt almost every day. You'd never guess he owns 4 rental properties, all fully paid off. No debt. No drama. No attention. Nobody sees him coming. And that's exactly how he likes it. It's not just humble. It's wise. Because when no one's watching, you can move freely. You can grow in silence. You can invest privately. And you can live securely, without the weight of performance. In a world obsessed with appearances, sometimes the most powerful move you can make is staying invisible. Section 4. The Diderot Effect. Now here's a dangerous trap that catches a lot of people. Even the smart ones. Even the high earners. It's called the Diderot Effect. So what is it? It's the idea that when you buy something new and flashy, you suddenly feel the need to upgrade everything else around it. You buy a fresh outfit, now your shoes look outdated. You get a luxury car, suddenly your apartment feels cheap. You renovate your kitchen, now the living room feels old. And what do most people do? They keep spending. One upgrade triggers another. And another. And before you know it, you're stuck in a spending spiral. That's how someone earning $10,000 a month can still end up broke. Living paycheck to paycheck. Drowning in lifestyle costs. With nothing to show but vibes and a bunch of things they barely use. But here's what the wealthy understand. Wealth isn't built by upgrading your life every time your income goes up. It's built by resisting that urge. Every time you level up financially, you face a choice. Do you raise your standard of living? Or do you raise your net worth? The wealthy choose the second. They don't let one purchase trigger a domino effect. They don't spend emotionally. They spend intentionally. Because they know this truth. The real flex isn't the new watch. It's being able to walk away from a job you hate. It's sleeping at night without debt. It's knowing your investments are working harder than you are. The real flex is freedom. Wealth isn't just about what you earn. It's about what you choose not to spend. Because that gap, between your income and your expenses, that's where freedom is built. Quietly. Consistently. Powerfully. Section 5. Why you should do this too. So let's bring it back to you. Why should you consider pretending to be poor? Why leave below your means, even when you start earning more? Simple. Because it gives you control, speed, and security. Let's break that down. 1. You stay in control. No pressure to keep up. No chasing trends. No flexing for strangers who don't even care about you, and definitely won't help you pay your bills. Instead, you decide what matters. You spend based on your values, not someone else's expectations. 2. You stack money faster. While others are financing their image, you're funding your freedom. You're saving. Investing. Building. You're not just buying stuff, you're buying options. Every dollar you don't waste on showing off becomes a soldier working for your future. 3. You're future-proofing your life. Jobs change. Markets crash. Emergencies happen. But when you live below your means, you don't panic, you pivot. You're stable. You're prepared. You're unshakable. You're not living on the edge. You're living with a cushion and peace of mind. And look, this doesn't mean you have to live like a monk. It's not about being cheap. It's about being intentional. Start small. Drive the car that gets you from A to B, not the one that turns heads. Wear clothes that fit your budget, not just the trend. Say no to lifestyle inflation, and yes to wealth creation. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Because the real goal isn't to look rich today. It's to be free for the rest of your life. Conclusion. The people who look the richest often aren't. And the ones quietly building real wealth? They're playing a different game. A quieter game. A smarter game. A game built on freedom, not flexing. They're not chasing likes. They're chasing options. Time. Peace. Security. That's the real flex. So here's your next step. Take an honest look at your money habits. Ask yourself, am I actually building wealth? Or just trying to look wealthy? Because that one decision, to impress others, or to free yourself, will shape your future. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button. Drop a comment and let me know how you're playing the long game. And don't forget to subscribe. We've got more real talk coming your way on money, wealth, and financial freedom. Thanks for watching. Stay focused. Stay grounded. And I'll see you in the next one.